did we put ourselves into? We've been scammed. What? At the very bottom of the packet, I was shaking. Like, I was like, okay, this is not going to happen. This guy didn't reply to a thing. Go to blah, 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 blah. And now you're not replying to our messages. It told me all I needed to know. I'm like, thank you, God. We're going to throw 50K away for free. Know which credit cards you own, and please don't come for me. This is my personal experience. I am just sharing with you my story so you can learn some lessons from it, so you don't have to make the same mistake. So hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Anastasia and I bring to you all things travel, lifestyle, and content creation. And today I'm here to share with you the trap that we fell for when we went to Miami for the first time. So if you're new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can be part of the family. So going into today's video, if you haven't seen my previous video, make sure to go watch it. I will link it up here so you can watch it after this video. You would have an idea where this is coming from. One thing about us, we like to travel a lot. We're going to Hawaii from Puerto Rico, and we heard that Messi, if you don't know Messi, he's a soccer player, he's worldly known, and so it was fascinating. I'm not like a big soccer fan, but it was so fun knowing that Lionel Messi is coming to the US. He's currently playing for Inter Miami, so it was kind of fascinating that I can get to see him in person because he's an Argentinian person. The chances of getting to see him is very slim. So I'm like, yeah, good news, he's in the US. Finally I can get to see him. Basically that was the sole aim for us, making that decision of doing 2-day stopover in Miami before we go to Hawaii from Puerto Rico. I was so excited coming into this trip, getting to see Messi, and especially having to see him score in person, like having to see him like 4K. We went to Miami to have a boat tour because we just can't see Messi in Miami and go, right? Miami is so big, there are a lot of things to do, so at least we could do something. We had a whole itinerary plan, but on the first day was the boat tour. So when we went to the boat tour in the night, my baby and I were just enjoying the scenery, the sunset and everything. It was perfect. Then this guy came sharing paper to us. So we took this paper and we filled out. So like it has like a form that you fill your name, where you're coming from, which credit cards you own. One thing about us, we like to travel and we don't want to spend so much like breaking the bank just to be able to travel. So due to that, we always try to find the best ways or the most affordable ways that we can travel, so we do a lot of travel credit card points where we utilize the point for like hotels, rental cars. If you like, let me know in the comment section if you'd want to know how we travel with our credit card points flight without having to pay a dime for. So it is something that we constantly seek for different ways where we can travel for free. But for the purpose of this video, I wouldn't go deeper into the credit card point and how we do that. I would probably do that in a separate video so you can have an idea how we do it. Anyway, as we are still planning our honeymoon, so we make them aware that we are trying to go to Maldives for our honeymoon and all that. Then on the last section, it says that what credit cards do you currently use? So they had Amex, they had Venture X, they had, almost all the big credit cards companies that you can think of. And basically that is what we use because that's what I told you earlier, that we utilize credit card points. So, and I remember telling my babe that I have a gut feeling that since we are putting all these credit cards, it has to do with something that I don't know what it was. They told us that it was a rifle, but I knew that it had to do with something travel because they were asking for own travel credit cards, which you would probably only use it if you are some person who like to travel or try to do credit card points. Basically, fast forward, we filled it out, everything was done, and this guy came, took all the papers from us. Then they had to mention 4 people who won this rifle. Fortunately or unfortunately, our name popped up as one of the winners, and we were so excited. I'm like, oh, out of everybody on this boat, we were one of the winners. That is amazing. So they called us, we went to sit down, and they told us that since we were one of the winners, we stand a chance for a trip to one of these places. So we can either choose to go to Mexico, Cancun to be specific, Miami again, or Orlando, or Hawaii, or US Virgin Island, or Vegas. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. We just came for a cruise and we are winning a trip. I kept telling this guy, is there a catch to this? He was like, no, there is no catch. You just have to explain how it works, and so we have to activate it for you. Like, we have to like activate some form of like a card where the hotels in those areas will recognize that you won this rifle and we are supposed to come to this place. So basically what you are saying is that we are gonna get accommodation for free in all these areas that I told you about, like Mexico, Dominican Republic, Middle Beach, Florida, like da 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 da. And I was like, oh, we're even on our way to Hawaii, so probably Hawaii will be out. So like we have to choose a specific day that, oh, we would want to travel on this set so and so date. So for us to do that, we need to come to a specific location tomorrow, and they gave us an address. Guys, I couldn't contain my joy at that moment, because I was like, okay, we are winning a trip within a trip. I was like over the moon, and I couldn't think about anything because he didn't give us any name, right? That, oh, this is the name of the company, or this is the name of the hotel, or, you know, they didn't give us no clue at all. So we didn't know what we are going to go to expect tomorrow. We're planning to go to Cancun. We're like, okay, Cancun, here we come.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
And so they were like, oh, hi guys. It would take about 3 hours for us to finish the entire presentation. I was like, okay, presentation. I was genuinely confused. Why do we need to do presentation for the gifts? I mean, we want a gift, right? Why are you gonna give us presentation? But I was like, okay, I mean, maybe because it's free. Mind you guys, I told you that we had an itinerary. We're supposed to go to Miami Beach. We're supposed to go to Nikki Beach. We're supposed to do a whole lot of things. We chose to cancel all that because, of course, we have free travel. Who doesn't like that? And everything was going smooth so far, so they started to explaining it to us. I don't want anybody to sue me, guys, so I'm not gonna mention the name of the company. But so they told us that this is what we do. We help people travel at a minimal cost, and they asked us how much do we spend on travel. So we told them on our average how much we spend on travel, and also mostly we have credit card points, so most of the time we can use our money to book for a hotel. Then we use travel credit card point for flight just to save us some money at some point. And they were like, what if you can go for free all the time without having to think about it? I was like, okay. You know, it sounded convincing. They started saying a lot of things. We're trying to go to Maldives, and so we mentioned that, and they were like, so this thing is a timeshare. Like, okay, what is timeshare? Assuming that, or let me just use my name. I don't want anybody to sue me anyway. So if it is an Empress hotel, so I can say we want to go to Dominican Republic and just book Empress hotel via their separate portal, that because I'm a member. So basically they want us to become members, then we can just book any place that we want in the world. Yes, in the world. And in fact, they made us know that they are partners with Carnival Cruise. I don't know if you know Carnival Cruise. Carnival Cruise is so huge. And one thing that we want to do currently is to also start going for cruises. So I was like, whoa, they are partnered with Carnival Cruise. So if, let's say, the cruise costs $2,000, we are going to pay $1,000, because for the cruises, we have to pay 50%, but for the general travel, we don't have to pay anything. So I'm like, so even if it is Maldives, they say, yeah, so even if we have to find a property that belongs to them on Maldives, then we don't have to pay anything because we are members. I was like, wait, this is so good to be true. And how much does it cost to be a member? So they were just beating about the bush. They didn't want to tell us the price yet. They were like, they wanted to just probably whet our appetite more so we can enjoy the perks and all that. So they showed us. So this lady was sounding so convincing. She said she's a single mother. She's from Puerto Rico. And we're like, oh, we just came back from Puerto Rico. And she was like, oh, that's nice. And she's even a member. So I remember asking this lady, if you're a member, how much travel have you done being a member? And she started mentioning that, oh, she's been to Orlando. The places she was mentioning was not really convincing for me, because for me, if you say you've been traveling, I'm expecting you to go to Europe, somewhere. But so far, she was mentioning only Italy, and for Italy was one specific location in Italy. Is it Capri? Aside Capri, I think that was the only place she kept mentioning, and all those pictures were old, like maybe 10 years old pictures, or 8 years, or 7 years, or 5 years. I'm like, I wanted to see like recent pictures or something like of that sort. Truly, I had so much questions, and I literally asked one of the employees that, why don't you have this timeshare if it is so good? Because everything you're telling me sounds so perfect. Why don't you have it yet? And she told me that, oh, my company already offered me these perks as being employee, so that is the only reason why I haven't signed up yet. And I was like, okay. I remember going to the restroom. When I came back, my hubby said, oh, maybe I think this is so good and we need to sign up for it. I'm like, are you even sure? Are you kidding me right now? Like, you don't want us to think through it? And guys, listen, here is where it gets tricky, okay? So you can't go home and say, okay, I'm going to think about it and I'll be back tomorrow to sign up on that. The total, it was $50,000 US. But if we should go today, which means that we are not gonna get the $50K. Next time we come, it's gonna be, is it like 100K, which is times 2, because they are giving it to us today because we won the rifle. So like once we step out of the building, basically everything is, supposedly they've given us discounts. Came down to the point that, well, we would have to pay like a $200 every month. So it's like is it $250? Like a $250 every month. And according to them, after we are done paying the $50K, that will be it. I want you to understand the perspective where they want that, assuming that I'll be paying $250 every month, just like I'm paying my car insurance or something like that. Then once it hits $50K, I am set with vacation for life. Like, and throughout the payments, I can be traveling anywhere. Like I can, according to what you're saying, I could literally wake up tomorrow and say, I want to go to the Bahamas. Then I just look at a portal and check the hotels they have in Bahamas and I'm gone. Like literally, this is what you're saying. I was like, this is insane, because for me, I want to see every corner of the world, which means you're probably going to spend more than $50K doing that. So this sounds like a cool idea, because even Maldives, people spend more than $50K for honeymoon alone. According to them, you could book for, so if my family member want to go to anywhere, I can just book for them in my name. I'm like, this is insane. Like, this is cool, right? I want to give you all the backstory of how these things sound convincing. Here is where it got tricky. So I told them that I wanted to see how the portal is like. So I wanted to like try to make a booking, like a random booking to like Cabo or wherever, and see what hotels that are available. But they told me that, oh, it will take 3 business days for the portal to activate. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't understand why, but I didn't ask too much questions. So when I came back from the restaurant, my babe was like, you know what? I think this is so good. And this is something that you, like an inheritance, you can pass it over to your kids, to your grandkids. And they intentionally do this such that the rooms that you be getting will have like a stove, it will have like a microwave. It is not going to look like a regular like hotel rooms. Yeah, it is supposed to be like a family friendly something. We didn't even sign up for the gold or the silver. We signed up for the platinum, like the topmost one, because we were like, okay, if you want to do it, then we have to do it well. So we had to pay an initial fee for about $2,000, yeah, instantly. Then they scheduled us the monthly payments. We were gonna pay about $250 a month. Then they gave us 3 places to go, and that is like not even part of the timeshare itself. Is not part of it. That is, someone is gonna call us 3 days after, and we are gonna arrange with the person where we wanna go. Then you remember I told you that they gave us a free trip on the boat. We're also gonna choose where we wanna go. So in total, we had about 4 free trips coming up. That is even before the timeshare, and they gave us like a year to make sure that in a year we are supposed to go somewhere. Set for life. We like more trips to come. So you're like, I remember telling my babe that we went to the they showed us some of the properties that they had in Miami, and we were just walking around the beach. I was like, oh my god, babe, I can't believe that. I'm like, we don't even have to go to Miami Beach. We'll come back later. I mean, now we have time, so you can just book anytime and come. Yeah, jokes on me, right? Anyway, so I told you we were here specifically because of Mercy. So I didn't really, when we went home, I was too hyped. We went to the pool to swim and all that, in the beach area to swim. And that very evening is where we went for Mercy's soccer match. We came very late, so we just came straight to bed. And the early morning we had our flight. So, you know, everything was just back to back to back to back. So I didn't really have enough time to even read about what we had signed up for or whatsoever. But when we were sitting in the plane to Hawaii, I remember doing layover in Michigan, and something just struck me. I was like, this thing sounds so good to be true. Like, you're telling me that we are paying $50K, but we get to travel anytime. In fact, even book for our family if they want. Too good to be true for me. So maybe I should do my personal research now that I'm a bit chill, and from Miami to Hawaii is such a long flight, you can tell. So I'm like, yeah, maybe now we have time to search. So I remember going to their Facebook page. First comment I saw, it's like, why are you guys deleting my comment? Don't fall for this, they are scam. See, I know that every company has bad reviews, good reviews, but I was like, wait a minute, why are they saying it's a scam? What is happening? Wait, I can't believe it's a scam. I'm like, maybe, you know, people are tripping. Then I started searching about them. I started going even deeper, and I went to Reddit. Reddit literally saved me, guys. Reddit opened my eyes. That is where I got to know that I have been scammed. I was like, oh my god. So here's the thing, they are actually a real company, and everything they said, they didn't lie. However, according to Reddit, you can never, you see how they told you that you can book any trip anytime? Nope, it doesn't work like that. I'm not a timeshare member and I want to go to Cancun. I'll just go to the website, book a hotel, pay my money and go, right? By you being a member, they will prioritize that person bringing in cash over you. So some people have signed up for nearly 2 months and they've not been able to book a thing. And in fact, they have been back and forth with their customer services, and to the extent that they even ignored them totally. I was like, oh my god, we've been scammed. What? And I started digging even deeper, and someone said how they regret this decision that they made. And I was like, wait, what the hell? What is going on? Like, this is my first time. I don't know anything about timeshares or whatsoever. So this is very new to me. So like, I was going insane. So one comment that struck to me was, someone said, it happened to me and my husband. Luckily for me, they have 3 days canceling policy that doesn't show. They never tell you about it. Thank God for Florida. the state of Florida require every timeshare owner to have at least 3 days cancellation period, which means that if you are signing up for it, you have 3 days to make up your mind if you want to go for it or not. So, and they never mention about any cancellation policy. Even when I asked, yes, I asked, guys, I did ask. He said, oh, there is no problem. No, they lied. There is literally cancellation policy in it, and it is 3 days, and it is written so faint, and they give us a packet, and it is at the very bottom of the packet. So which means that we either cancel now or we are screwed forever. We have to pay all the 50K. Literally, we've committed ourselves. This is like, people are literally taking these people to court. According to Reddit, some of them have taken them to court, and you sign a lot of things that you don't realize because it's a big booklet and you can't read it all. So if you don't read it all, they are gonna scam you. I was going insane at that moment because we're in a flight to Hawaii. I'm going on a vacation. First of all, they're about to ruin my vacation for me. Second, when I read the page of the cancellation, they said you have to bring the pamphlet that they gave us either in person or you have to mail it to them. And I'm like, oh my God, what did we put ourselves into? I was shaking. Like, I was like, okay, this is not going to happen. The first thing we did when we got to Oahu, we went straight from the airport straight to USPS. Then we did priority shipping. So we took it, then let's say we took it on Thursday. We did USPS priority shipping on Friday. And guess what? One thing I forgot to mention, the one who did a presentation with us created a group for us where we'll be communicating any questions that we had or anything about the booking, the free booking that they gave us. So I intentionally didn't want to tell him on the WhatsApp page that he created because I didn't want to give him a clue what we wanted to talk about. So I told him that, oh, hello, are you available to talk at this time? Because he didn't reply early, we just mailed it. So when I called him, I was like, hey, we were trying to call you, but you were not available, but we sent the packet that you guys sent to us, including everything that you guys gave us. According to the cancellation policy, we have up to 3 business days to change our mind, and according to our research, there has been a little bit something fishy about it. So they said we are supposed to write a letter. So we wrote a letter. This is our letter. This is our signature. And this is the priority USPS mail. This is our tracking number. We sent everything to them. Guess what? This guy didn't reply to a thing. When this guy realized that we bastard them, now he wouldn't reply to me. But you were the same guy who was, oh my God, you guys are gonna enjoy it. You guys are gonna love it. You can go to Cancun. You can go to blah, 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 blah. And now you're not replying to our messages. It told me all I needed to know. I'm like, thank you, God. You saved us. We're gonna throw 50K away for free. We ended up following up with them, their customer service. Call this person and you tell them about our cancellation, like, oh yeah, we transfer it to this person. But I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna stop until someone answers this call. So I kept badging them. Finally, guys, one person ended up answering our call, then said, okay, yeah, we received you guys' packet on is it Sunday or Monday, so you guys are all good, we'll refund back your money and blah blah blah. I was like, whew, finally I can enjoy my Hawaii vacation. Like, they nearly ruined my Hawaii vacation. So now I started reading more about timeshare. What we thought was, only are they going to like let us pay a fee that we are not going to enjoy the services. But I lied. There are other things. So according to the more research that I did, there are also hidden costs and hidden fees. The hidden fee is that basically the hotel for timeshare is not your regular or your typical hotel. It is like a condo, which means that you are technically almost like a homeowner, but you don't own the house, if that makes sense. So if you're a homeowner, which means that if there's any repairs in the house, you are supposed to repair. So every year they require you to pay certain amount. So let's say we were gonna pay $250 every month. We are gonna pay maybe random $5,000 or random $3,000, supposedly because we are homeowners and we are supposed to repair some of the things that is not good. And here comes the question: are we able to sell the house or the condo because we are homeowners? No, you can't. So what is the point? Because if I own a house, then I will be able to sell it, right? If I'm the one fixing it and doing all that. But in this case, you technically can't sell it, but you have to die with these hidden fees. If your kids take over your assets, which means that automatically your kids continue paying these fees that they didn't even ask for. I'm like, this is so insane, and it's so annoying that they're not transparent about it, and now people have to sue them. A lot of people timeshare, this specific timeshare people. So yeah, guys, I thank God that we didn't have to fall into this big trap, because it would have been so deadly. But yeah, we fell for it. At least we literally fell for it, even not for the fact that I had to read about it in Hawaii. If I, on the way to Hawaii, if I had to like say, oh, let me just wait after the trip, the entire trip, or after Hawaii, now really it would be too late to cancel, and then we would probably be still paying $50,000 that we didn't utilize, which is insane. So you want to make sure that no matter how lucrative, I mean, we all want to travel, right? But we want to find the right ways that would save us money and not be like a scam, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I mean, everybody, I feel like everybody, one way or the other, wants a free way to be able to travel, but you don't want to fall into some form of scam. So I'm doing this video so that you can also beware whenever you go for not just Miami. I don't think it's a Miami thing, and please don't come for me. This is my personal experience. I don't know about your experience, but this is mine. So don't penalize me for it. I am just sharing with you my story so you can learn some lessons from it, so you don't have to make the same mistake. So if you were here with me, thank you so much for listening to me, and make sure to be safe whenever you travel. Make sure that you have to have fun, but you have to be very vigilant so you don't get scammed, because a lot of scamming activities go especially in the touristy areas. Don't fall for any tourist trap. And also, if you want to commit to something, make sure to do your thorough research before you commit to it. Don't just fall for it, just like we did. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you ever have been to any timeshare or whatsoever before. Have you fallen into this kind of traps before, and what did you do in your circumstance? Thank you so much, and I will see you next week in my next video. Until then, have a blessed one and peace. Love you guys.